Hey, I'm Srini, the creator of Maximize Your Output with Mem. Imagine being able to draft and send emails right from your knowledge base without having to switch between apps. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do just that using Mem. But what if you could do more? What if you could have a personalized, comprehensive overview of how to set up your second brain in Mem tailored to your specific needs? That's exactly what our free second brain blueprint offers. You'll get suggested mems, collections, and even recommended automations to streamline your workflow. So if you're ready to set up your personalized second brain, visit maximizeyouroutput.com/custom and get your free blueprint today. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how you can send emails directly from within Mem. And this is different than sharing a mem because it shows up in somebody's inbox just like a regular email would. You may not be able to receive them directly or receive responses unless you set up some other automations, which is kind of a bit more complicated. The first step in this process is structuring the mem properly. The title of your mem is going to be the subject line of your email. The content that's inside of the mem will become the body of your email. And then what you'll need to do is make sure that your recipient's email address is at the bottom, exactly in this format. So how does this all work? Well, in the same way that we can share mems with somebody via email, we can actually use that same functionality using a automation in Zapier called Email by Zapier. So what you'll see here is that we have this trigger set up, which is a new inbound email. And what this basically tells the Zapier automation to do is to pay attention whenever there is a new inbound email. And so we're going to copy this email address here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our mem here that has the subject line, the content, and the recipient, and we're going to share it to that email address. But now what we're going to do is I'm going to send everything that is in that note to the email address that we have inside of our Zapier automation. And what we should see now is a component where we're going to receive that content. And you can see here the email that we shared, how to send emails from mem example is right here. So the next thing we have to do is we have to write a little bit of code. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that script to basically extract all the information that we need. And so in this case, the script has already been written. I had ChatGPT write this script for me. And so this is basically what is going to extract the data in the format that we need in order to turn it into an email. So when you're setting up Python scripts, you basically have two sort of key things, right? There's the script, and then there's the input data. An input key basically is the variable that's inside the script, and it tells the script or the Zapier automation that, okay, this data here, body plane, is what we're referring to. And we want you to basically run this process, which will give us a output in such a way that it's going to basically separate out the subject line, the email address, and the content. So one other thing we need to do is we need to change this to Python because it's a Python script. Let's go ahead and paste our script again there. And then we're going to go ahead and put this information back. And we have body plane. We're going to select the value body plane. And when we run this script, what should happen is we're going to basically get the output in such a way that we have, you can see here, our title, which becomes the subject, the content, and then the recipient email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the email account that I want to use. And then here, we're going to choose our recipient. And the cool thing is, because of the fact that we had that Python script, we can now select the recipient that we had inside of mem. And what you're going to do here, you'll just basically say who this is from. I'm just going to type in my name. And then what we can do is we can take the subject line from within this Python script, and then we'll take the content from within this Python script. And what we should have after all this is done is an email that gets sent to that person. So we're going to go ahead and send it. And so now that email has been sent, let's go ahead and open up my Gmail inbox for srinirao@gmail.com. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we got that. And you can see here, it gave me the email exactly as we had set it up. It shows up as an email in your inbox, not as a shared mem. The first and most important part of this is the way that you structure your mem. So the title of your mem is going to be the subject line of your email. The content of your mem will be the body of your email. And then you want to specify your recipient here using a semicolon like this. If you're going to use the script, I'll provide a copy of the script inside the description to the YouTube video. This is really important because if you don't format it exactly this way, then the script will actually give you a lot of errors. And it's partially because of the way that the script is set up to extract this content. So once we do that, the thing we have to do next is we have to set up our trigger, which is going to be email by Zapier, which gives us an email address that we will share things to. So for example, in this case, our trigger was send email mem to this email address. And then what we do is we share the content of that note to that email address, which is then turned into an automation that runs a script that spits out the subject line, the content, and the recipient for the email. And that in a nutshell is how you can send emails directly from within Mem. So you can use Mem more or less as an email client and use it to send emails.